Welcome to CrimePod Castle's Twisted Love, Crimes of Passion series, episode 10.
Whoa, wow, episode 10 already.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Time flies when you're uncovering crimes of passion.
It really does, so get ready, because today we're diving into a story straight from the headlines. A story of love, ambition, and the dark side of passion.
Ooh, sounds juicy.
It is, and it's not just any love triangle, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're taking you back to the electrifying world of 1970s Bollywood.
Hollywood. All right, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Think Hollywood on steroids. Dazzling lights, those passionate fans, cutthroat competition.
High stakes, high emotions. I like it.
Right. And in this episode, we're uncovering the story of Suraj Pancholi, Zarina Wahab, and a mystery third party that rocked their world.
A mystery third party. Oh, this is getting good.
It is.
You know, you paint a very vivid picture, and it's important to remember that this backdrop, this pressure cooker of fame and expectation, that plays a huge role in their story.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Every relationship has its challenges, right?
Right.
But imagine trying to navigate those under the constant glare of the Bollywood spotlight.
Oh, I can't even imagine. The paparazzi, the rumors, the constant scrutiny, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's like trying to build a house of cards in a windstorm.
Oh, that's a good one.
So let's start with our main players.
Okay.
We've got Suraj Pancholi, the rising star with charisma to spare,
I've heard the name.
and Zarina Wahab, a captivating beauty and incredibly talented actress in her own right.
A power couple in the making.
They meet on a film set, as so many iconic couples do,
Yeah.
and bam, a whirlwind romance begins.
Classic. It's like a scene straight out of one of their movies, right?
Right.
But remember, this is 1970s Bollywood.
Oh, yeah.
These weren't just actors, they were superstars carrying the hopes and dreams of millions on their shoulders.
The pressure must have been immense.
And both Suraj and Zarina were at crucial points in their careers.
Yes.
Their every move was watched, analyzed, and judged, not just by fans, but by an entire industry that thrived on gossip and speculation.
So they're falling in love, their careers are taking off, and everything seems picture perfect, at least from the outside.
Right, the perfect facade.
But then whispers start to emerge. Whispers about a third party entering Suraj's life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And these weren't just harmless rumors.
Mhm.
Remember, this was before social media, before instant information.
Right.
These whispers spread through the grapevine, through hushed conversations and blind items in magazines.
I can only imagine.
Can you imagine the pressure, the constant feeling of being watched, judged, and doubted?
Oh, absolutely.
It must have been suffocating.
It's like being trapped in a maze with invisible walls closing in.
Oh, I like that.
And we know that Zarina, head over heels in love, was deeply affected by these rumors.
I bet.
Friends from that time recall her trying to reconcile her love for Suraj with this growing sense of betrayal.
Oh, talk about a painful situation to be in.
Painful is an understatement. Imagine being in love, but constantly questioning the foundation of your relationship, all while trying to maintain a public facade of happiness and perfection.
It's a recipe for disaster.
And that's exactly where this story takes a dark turn. Things escalate when Zarina reportedly confronts Suraj about his alleged infidelity.
Oh, so it all comes to a head.
It does.
This confrontation, whether it happened behind closed doors or played out in the pages of gossip magazines, becomes a turning point. It signifies a breakdown of trust, the crumbling of that foundation you mentioned.
Right, and this is where the stakes get even higher, because neither Suraj nor Zarina ever publicly confirmed or denied the identity of this third party.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Can you imagine the media frenzy?
Oh, it would have been a feeding frenzy. The ambiguity, the lack of clear answers would have only intensified the speculation, further fueling the rumor mill.
Right.
And for Suraj and Zarina, already dealing with the emotional turmoil of their relationship, this public scrutiny adds another layer of pressure.
It's like pouring gasoline on an already raging fire.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a couple deeply in love at the peak of their careers. But their world is imploding under the weight of suspicion, rumors, and public scrutiny.
Ooh, this is getting intense.
It is.
And we haven't even gotten to the impact on their work yet. The arguments, the emotional outbursts, it was all starting to affect their performances.
Right. Imagine trying to lose yourself in a role when your personal life is in shambles.
It would be like trying to paint a masterpiece while standing in a hurricane.
That's a good one.
So as the pressure mounts and their personal lives unravel, cracks begin to show in Suraj and Zarina's professional facades.
Yeah, makes sense.
Producers, those masters of sensing trouble on the horizon, grow increasingly concerned.
Right. I mean, their careers, their public images were carefully crafted commodities.
Exactly. Any whiff of scandal could bring it all crashing down.
And this is a time when studios wielded a lot of power,
Hmm.
right? They could make or break careers.
Oh, absolutely.
So imagine being these two megastars, knowing that not only your hearts are on the line, but your livelihoods too.
Every missed cue, every flubbed line would be scrutinized, analyzed for hints of the drama unfolding off-screen.
Wow.
It's a testament to their professionalism that they managed to keep working at all during this tumultuous period.
I mean, yeah, but the strain must have been so undeniable.
Oh, for sure.
Well, it's one thing to deliver a line about heartbreak when you're happily in love, but to do so while living through it, that's got to take a toll.
Huge toll.
Did any of the films they made during this time reflect what they were going through?
It's fascinating you asked that because several film critics at the time noted a shift in both Suraj and Zarina's performances.
Interesting.
Suraj, known for his charming and playful roles, started taking on characters with a darker, more brooding edge.
Oh, wow.
And Zarina, often cast as the innocent ingenue, began portraying characters with a newfound depth and vulnerability.
So in a way, their real-life drama seeped into their art, blurring the lines between fiction and reality.
Exactly.
Did audiences pick up on this? Did it affect the film's success?
Absolutely. The gossip columns had a field day, drawing parallels between the on-screen narratives and the rumored turmoil in Suraj and Zarina's relationship.
Wow.
And audiences, captivated by the drama, flocked to theaters.
Wow.
Some films even saw a surge in popularity due to the scandal.
Talk about adding insult to injury.
Yep.
Their personal pain is being used to sell movie tickets.
It's a sad reality.
So in the midst of all this chaos, did Suraj and Zarina ever try to salvage their relationship? Was there any hope for reconciliation?
There were attempts, certainly.
Really?
There are accounts of late-night meetings, tearful apologies, and promises of change.
I see.
Remember, despite the rumors and the hurt, these were two people deeply in love.
Yeah, it's that age-old battle between the head and the heart, isn't it?
Yeah,
Knowing something is bad for you, but being unable to walk away.
precisely. And in this case, the stakes were incredibly high.
Yeah.
Their careers, their reputations, the expectations of millions.
So much to lose.
It was a lot to weigh against the hope of saving their love.
So what ultimately happened? Did love conquer all, or did the pressure prove too much? So what ultimately happened? Did love conquer all, or did the pressure prove too much?
Sadly, in this case, the pressure proved too great. The weight of the rumors, the constant scrutiny, the toll it took on their work, it all became unbearable.
Right.
Despite their attempts to reconcile, Suraj and Zarina eventually decided to part ways.
A heartbreaking end to a love story that began with so much promise.
It really is.
And as we've discussed, this wasn't just a personal tragedy.
Yeah.
It was a very public spectacle played out on the front pages of newspapers and magazines.
Yeah.
What was the public's reaction to their breakup?
Well, the public was divided, as they often are in these situations.
Right.
Some blamed Suraj, labeling him a heartbreaker, a victim of his own success.
I see.
Others sympathized with Zarina, praising her strength and resilience in the face of betrayal.
Of course.
And of course, there were those who reveled in the drama, eager to dissect every detail of the breakup.
It's amazing how a personal story can become public property, almost like a soap opera playing out in real time.
It really is.
But even though their love story ended, both Suraj and Zarina continued to have successful careers in Bollywood. How did this experience shape their paths moving forward?
That's a great question. It's clear that this experience left an indelible mark on both of them.
Right.
Suraj, once known for his carefree charm, adopted a more guarded persona, rarely discussing his personal life in interviews.
Makes sense.
He focused intensely on his craft, delivering a string of critically acclaimed performances that showcased his depth and range as an actor.
Almost like he was channeling that pain, that experience, into his art.
Hmm.
What about Zarina? How did she navigate the aftermath?
Zarina, too, demonstrated remarkable resilience. While initially devastated by the breakup, she used her platform to speak out against the double standards often faced by women in the industry.
Really?
She became an advocate for female empowerment, using her own story to inspire others to rise above adversity.
So they both took something incredibly painful and turned it into fuel for growth, both personally and professionally.
Absolutely.
It's a powerful reminder that even in the face of heartbreak, We have the ability to choose how we move forward.
I agree. And I think that's one of the key takeaways from this story.
Yeah,
It's a reminder that fame and success don't shield us from the complexities of love and relationships.
sure.
It also highlights the immense pressure that public figures face and the courage it takes to navigate those pressures with grace and authenticity.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the dazzling lights of 1970s Bollywood to the very human story of love, loss, and resilience. What are some final thoughts you want to leave our listeners with?
I think it's important to remember that behind the headlines, behind the glamorous facades, are real people with real emotions. And while their story may seem like something out of a movie, it serves as a reminder that love, ambition, and the human heart are universal experiences no matter where you are in the world.
Beautifully said. We've certainly delved into the complexities of Suraj and Zarina's story, unearthing valuable insights about fame, love, and resilience in the process.
Indeed, it's been a fascinating exploration.
And for our listeners, we hope this deep dive has left you pondering the enduring power of love, the seductive allure of ambition, and the strength it takes to overcome adversity. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the podcast for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Until next time.